All right, so for question 1 here, they're saying evaluate 8 over 27 power 2 over 3. So what to do here is just to say equal to, you write this as 8 over 27, and then you copy just the way it looks. So what you need to know here is that the number which is here, the denominator, is representing the root. So all this thing will be like this. A 3 will come right here, and then you write what is inside, like this, and then power 2 will come right here. So from this stage, you can say this is a 2 over a 3 power 2. So in case you don't know what I've just done here, I've gotten or I've found the number which can multiply by itself 3 times, and it gives us 8. That's a 2. The one that will give us 27, it's a 3. So now we can say 2 to the power 2 will give us a 4, and then 3 to the power 2 will definitely give us a 9. You now write here 4 over 9 as your answer. The next question here, they are saying simplify 4 open bracket x minus 2 close plus 3 open bracket 2x minus 3 close. So here we're simply going to copy. I like copying. It's very important that you copy what you've been given. And then after copying, you now apply your mathematical rules. So 4 times x, it will definitely give us a 4x. 4 times negative 2, it will give us a negative 8. 3 times 2x, that will be a 6x. 3 times negative 3, it's a negative 9. So from this part, you can now group the like terms. You have a 4x plus 6x minus 8 minus 9. And then here, this is giving us a 10x minus 17. So we can write our answer here, 10x minus 17. We go to the next question. The same we solve. We've got 3x minus 5. Then here we've got x plus a 2 equal to 0. So solving this, we'll simply get what is inside the brackets. That is a 3x minus 5 equal to 0, or x plus a 2 is equal to 0. So just get what is here equal to 0, what is here equal to 0. So we now solve two different equations. So the first equation here will be this one. We group the like terms. So this is giving us a 5. You divide by 3 by a 3. This and this will go. X will simply be equal to the 1 remainder 2 over a 3. So this is one of the solutions. The other one is x is equal to negative 2. So this is the other solution. Don't forget to write 1 remainder 2 over 3, 2 there. Okay. We now go to question 4. So for question number 4, they are saying factorize completely. So to factorize this one, you're simply going to say 7x power 2 minus 7. You factor out what is common, and that is a 7. So 7 outside the bracket, you remain with x squared minus a 1. So inside here, we can use difference of two squares. That's 7 x power 2 minus 1 power 2. So what is 1 power 2? It will just give us a 1. So now we can say 7x minus 1 x plus a 1, difference of two squares. So the moment you write the power 2's here, you get the bases, and these are the bases, okay? So now we can say 7 like this, like that. This is how our final answer must look like. So we can write it here, 7, don't forget the square brackets, x minus 1, x plus a 1, close, like that. We now go to the next question. It's under sets here, using set notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram below. So we can say this, if you're able to see nicely, this is B union C. So B union C, and then intersect A complement. So you write B union C intersect A complement. The next question is right over here. So they're saying a businessman got 800 shares worth 7,200 kwacha. What was the cost of each share? So to find the cost of each share, we are simply going to say cost over each share is equal to, we get the total, or the total amount which was there, that was 7,200. We divide it by the number of shares. So 0 and 0 will go. Remember, you're not allowed to use a calculator. 8 into 8, it's a 1. Into 72, this will simply be equal to a 9. So we've got a 9 kwacha. So this is 9 kwacha. Okay? So you write 9 kwacha right here. Okay, so we go to question 7. Question number 7. Okay, so they've given us a sequence. Hopefully you can see that this is a sequence right over here. So we've been given a sequence. So the sequence 20, 17, 14 is an arithmetic progression. Find the 9th term. So remember, when dealing with arithmetic progression, you need to know the formula for finding the term. It's this one. So you just have to know this formula right here. Okay, so what is our A? Let me say data. Our A is the first term, that's a 20, the term that is starting. Our N is what they're asking you in the question, that's a 9. And our D, to find the D, we are simply going to get two numbers which are following each other. So 17 and 20 are following each other. Start with the one that is to the right hand side minus the one that is to the left. So this is giving us a negative 3. Our D is a negative 3. So we can say Tn, this is A, T9, it's a 9, N is a 9, is equal to, our A is a 20 plus N there is a 9 minus 1. And then here we've got negative 3. So 20 plus, here 7, then 3 there. So we've got 20. When we multiply 7 by negative 3, we're getting a negative 24. We simplify further, this is giving us a negative 4. So the 9th term is a negative 4. We write it here, negative 4. Then we go to the sum over the first 10 terms. So B sum is equal to n over 2. This is a formula of 2a plus n minus 1d there, close. Okay, so the same data that we have, the only thing that is going to change is n. N will be 10 this time around. So S10 is equal to 10 over 2, and then 2a is a 20 plus n there is a 10 minus 1. The d is a negative 3, like that. You work out, this is giving us a 5. Here we're getting a 40 plus, here we're getting a 9 multiplied by negative 3, like that. So this is giving us a 5, 40. Then when you multiply here, we're getting a 27, negative 27. So this is 5. We simplify this. It's giving us a 13, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 13. Okay. Oh, 23. I think 23. Yeah, this is 23. Okay, is it? Let me check. Yeah, no, it's a 13. Supposed to be 13. Then we multiply. This is giving us a 5 and a 6, 65. So we're getting a 65. This is a 65. Okay. We go to the next question, question 8a. The die is rolled once. Find the probability of 4 showing up. So 4 showing up, a die has got how many sides? It has got 6 sides. So for this 4 to show, it's only 1 4. It will just be 1 over 6 sides. 1 4 over 6 sides. So your answer is a 1 over 6. Okay, it's too windy. Okay, so we now go to the next question. Too much wind here, so bear with me. There's too much wind. So the next question here, for the next question, they are saying in the diagram, okay, hopefully this will work. In the diagram below, ABC is a straight line. AB is 5 centimeters and BD is 13 centimeters, and angle BAD is 90 degrees. So this is 90 degrees. Find the value of tan DBC. Okay, so what you need to know is that DBC. So this angle here is the negative. It's equal to the negative over this tan this angle. So this we shall just say is equal to negative tan angle DBC. I guess this makes sense. So now to find this, since we're using tan, we need to find, because we want to find tan of theta of this. We are going to use this side A, B, which is not there. So we're going to use Pythagoras theorem. So to find A, B, we shall say 13 squared minus 5 squared. I know you know Pythagoras theorem, so I've just shortened it. So this is giving us 169 minus 25, of which when we simplify, this is giving us a 144. We find the square root. This will give us a 12 centimeters. So this is 12. I'm putting the units there, no units there. So just 12, okay? So once you get this 12, you're going to find tan DBC. So tan DBC will be opposite. Remember, tan is opposite over adjacent. So opposite is a 5 over adjacent, which is a 12. So for our answer, we know that this must be equal to the negative of this. So we shall say tan B, should I say DBC, which we are looking for, it's a negative 5 over 12. Negative 5 over 12. So we can say negative 5 over 12 is our answer. Okay, let's go to the next question. So we're trying to answer as many questions as we can. So for this other question, they are saying, given the universal E 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and P is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, and Q is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7. List P complement intersect Q. So we already have Q here, but for P complement we don't have. We can say P complement. Okay, what is our P complement? So we go to P and then start checking in E. Which element is not found in P? So 1 is not there, 2 is there, 3 not there, 4 is there, 5 not there, 6 there, 7 not there, and 9, 8 is there, so 9. So now we can say P complement intersect Q. This will simply be to check what is found in this Q under P complement here. So we can say 3 is there. What else? 5 is there. 7 is there. So this is our solution. So we can say the answer is 3, 5, 7. So this is the set we are looking for. We go to the next question. The diagram below shows trapezium S and trapezium T. So S and T. Describe fully, okay, the single transformation which maps trapezium S onto trapezium T. So you can see, you guys can see the distance from here to here is the same. This corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, and the distances are the same. from each side or each corner. So we can say there is a mirror line which is here. So we can say this is a question B. This is a reflection, and the line of reflection is y is equal to 0. This is a mirror line. Okay, it's what is demarcating or cutting in between this and this. So this is the mirror line. It's a x-axis. So you can say x-axis. You sometimes call it y is equal to 0 because it's passing at 0. So your answer here for question B would be reflection and mirror line is y is equal to 0. Okay, or reflection line. 10a, for 10a, you can just say, because they're saying find the transpose of this. So you can say A transpose is equal to a 2, -1, and a 3. So you just change this row to be a column. For question B, this one B, they are saying we find a B. It's just a multiplication. Okay, so A is this one multiplied by B, which is this one. So here, this times this, it's a 3, because 3 times 1 is a 3. -2 times -2, 2 times -2, it will give us a -4. So this is our answer. So you can say 3, -4 is our answer. We now go to the next one. So for the next question here, it's under eighth geometry. So the diagram, okay, below shows the position of town A, B, C. So town A, B, C. So the first question, they are saying, what is the time at A if it is 05 hours at B? So at B, it's 05. What is the time at A? It won't change because this is the same latitude. We use latitude to calculate time. So since it's the same latitude, this won't change. So the moment you just say that points and the same latitude, time won't change. Unless maybe if it was here or somewhere else. But if it's the same, just say time won't change. It will still be 05 hours. Okay? Or the proper way of writing it's like this, 05 hours. Okay? So now we go to question B. A plane flew from town A to town C in 5 hours. What was the speed of the plane in nautical or in knots? So the moment you see knots, just think about nautical miles. So we know that speed will be equal to distance over time. So here we have to calculate distance. They are saying from A to C. Time we know it's 5 hours, but for distance we don't know. So to calculate distance, we're going to say distance is equal to 60 degrees multiplied by theta. This is the nautical miles. So we're calculating nautical miles. So when the distance, or if the distance is happening along the latitude, we just say 60 degrees multiplied by theta. So what is our theta? So for theta to be found, we will check the longitude, which is here. Did I say latitude? Did I call this latitude in the previous question? No, this is a longitude. These are longitudes. So the latitude is this one. So it's a 60 degrees north. It's north, and then where C is, it's 30 degrees south. We're going to add them, okay? We shall add them. So adding these two, we are simply going to get, a 90 degrees, okay? So our theta is a 90 degrees. And when we work out 60 degrees multiplied by 90 degrees, want to find distance. And when we multiply these two, 60 by 90, we're getting a 5,400. So this is giving us a 5,400. Therefore, we can say 5,400 over 5 hours. So when we divide by 5, this will give us a 1,080 knots. So this is a speed, 1,080 180 knots. Don't forget the units. We go to the next question, which is question 12. So for question number 12 here, they have given us this sector, okay? The diagram below shows a sector A of B whose area is 34.65 centimeters squared. The angle subtended at the center is 81 degrees and the radius is r. So we're going to say area is equal to theta over 360 degrees by r squared. So what is our area? It's a 34.65, which is equal to theta over 360 times 22 over 7 times r squared. So this is what we're going to do. Remember, we're not allowed to use a calculator. So 2 into 22, it's 11. Here, it's 180. Okay, so we can cross multiply, and before we cross multiply, we can clean it up. 34.65 is equal to 11. Actually, here it's supposed to have 81. So 81. So 11 times 81 times r squared over 180 degrees times 7. You see the way I'm doing it? Because I don't have a calculator, or I'm not allowed to use a calculator. So I'm trying to clean this up as possible. So here, when we write this, we can say 9. Okay, before we even introduce the 9, we can cross multiply. So in cross multiply, this would be a 34.65 times 180 times 7 over 11 times 81 is equal to r squared. I've just cross multiply. I've just gotten this by this. And then here we can say 9 into 81, it's a 9, into 180, this will definitely give us a 20. So we have 34.34. Hopefully you're able to see. It's too windy where I am here, so don't mind. 34.65 times 20 times 7 over 11 times 9 is equal to r squared. Okay. So here we can multiply this by this. We have 34.65 times 140 over 99 is equal to r squared. So even here we can multiply this. We're going to get 4851 over 99 is equal to r squared. So when we divide here, 99 into 99, it's a 1. Into 4,851, it will give us a 49, which is equal to r squared. So find the square root of both sides. This will give us a 7 is equal to r. So r is equal to 7 centimeters. So we can write 7 centimeters for r. The next question here, they are saying the ratio of areas of two similar solids is a 9. This is question B. Is a 9 to 25. If the volume of the bigger solid is 375 centimeters cubed, what is the volume of the smaller? So here we will just find the square root, because we're talking about area. So find the square root, it will give us a 3. Here it will give us a 5. So when we find the square root, we'll take it to volume, or cubed to volume. So we're going to put a power 3 here, power 3. This will give us a 27. And then this will give us 125. So we know that 125 is for the bigger, and then for the smaller, it's what we're looking for. So we'll put x here, and then below here we'll put a 375. We cross multiply. This will give us 125. X is equal to 25 times, hopefully you're following, 27 times 375. This is giving us a 1,000. Is it a 10,125? We divide by 125 by 125. These two cancel. We shall remain with x is equal to 81. So the value or the volume of the smaller one, it's 81 centimeter cubed. So we write 81 centimeter cubed here. Okay. We go to the next question, which is question 13. So the next question here, given that y varies directly as x and inversely as the square of z, and that x is equal to 8 when y is equal to 4 and z is equal to 2, find the constant over variation k. So they're saying, given that y, this one varies directly as x and inversely, so for inversely it's supposed to be down here as the square of z. So this is how the formula will look like, or the equation. So we just plug in the values. What is the value of y? It's a 4. This is a, it's a 4. The value of k is what we are looking for. X in this case is 8, while z is a 2, so it will be 2 squared. So you work out here, this is 4 is equal to 8k over a 4. So this and this will give us what? A 2. So we shall have 2k is equal to 4 divided by 2 by 2. This and this will go, k will be equal to a 2, because 2 into 4 it's a 2, and in itself it's a 1. So we go to question B. They're saying value of y when x is equal to 18 and z is equal to 3. So y is equal to kx over z squared. So just plug in, here is what we are looking for, the y. K, we know that it's a 2. X is 18. According to the question here, x is 18. While z is a 3 squared. So this will be y is equal to 2. Here we have 18 over a 9. 3 power 2 give us a 9. Y will be equal to 2. This and this will give us a 2. It will be a 2, because 9 into 18 is a 2. In itself, it's a 1. So y will be equal to a 4. The value of y will be equal to 4. So we want to find the value of z when x is equal to 25 and y is equal to a 2. We're using the same. So we shall say y is equal to kx over z squared. So they are saying the value of z. They've given us the value of y to be equal to a 2 is equal to k, we know that it's a 2. X, they've given us a 25. X is equal to 25. And then here we've got z squared. So we are looking for z. So this will be a 2z squared is equal to k2, 25 there. I've just cross multiplied. This by this by this gave me this by this gave me this. We have a 2 here, 2 divided by 2 both sides. So we shall remain with the z squared is equal to 25. Find the square root. So z will be equal to negative or positive what? Negative or positive 5. So the value of z will be equal to 5 or negative 5. So I can write the solutions. Here k is a 2, here y is a 4, here it's a 5, negative 5. So you must show all the steps so that you don't lose marks. We go to question 14. So for question number 14 here, they are saying the diagram PQRS are points. In the diagram, PQRS are points on the circle with center O, and PQR is 68 degrees. TRU is a tangent at R. Okay. So you can see this is what they've given us. So the first question here, they're saying find what? Find POR. POR. So the property that we're going to use is the one that says the angle at the circumference here is twice the angle at the center. So we're simply going to say 68 degrees times 2, which will give us, when we multiply here, it's going to give us 6 here, is 12, 136 degrees. So the answer for question A is 136 degrees. For question B, they're saying we find the PSR. PSR. So we know that the angle at S plus the angle at Q, we must get 180. So we're simply going to say B 180 degrees minus 68 degrees. And this, of course, is going to give us 112 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This is 112. So it will give us a 112 degrees. Next, PRQ. So PRQ. So we know that here, this angle is 136 degrees. So we shall say this side is equal to this side. Since this is a radius and this is a radius, they are equal to each other. Therefore, the angle here is equal to the angle here. So we can say 180 minus 136 degrees. So when we subtract there, we're going to get a 44. So this is giving us a 44 degrees, meaning 44 is the sum of these two angles. So for us to find our answer, we shall divide by 2, and this will give us a 22 degrees. So the angle here is a 22 degrees. Hopefully you're able to see. Let's go to the next question. So for the next question here, it's right over here. So they are saying 2 points, A and B, have coordinates -5. Okay, so this is question A, -5, -3. The other one has got -1, A, respectively. Given that the gradient over the line AB is 12, find the value of A. So we are going to say M y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is a 2 is equal to, we can say this is our x1, y1, x2, y2. So in this case, what is our x? What's our y2? Our y2 is a minus our y1 is a -3. Remember to put it inside there, the brackets, because of this negative sign. This is -1 minus -5. Okay? So I've got 2 is equal to a plus a 3 over -1 plus 5. We simplify further. This is like this. And this is giving us a 4. So we can cross multiply. This is 8a plus 3. So from here, we group the like terms. We're getting a is equal to 8 minus 3. A is equal to a 5. So the value of a is equal to, actually it's supposed to be here, it's equal to 5. So we go to the next question, which is question B. They've given us y is equal to 4x power 3 minus 2x power 2 plus a 1. So they're saying we find dy dx. Dy dx will be equal to 12x power 2 minus 4x. So just multiply this power times the number that is in front. So 3 times 4 will give us a 12. To this power 3 subtracting 1, you remain with a 2. 1 times -2 will give us a -4. You subtract a 1, you remain with x power 1. For the constant, it will just give us a 0. So just leave it the way it is. We go to question 16. The length of a sugar cane. Okay, the length of the sugar cane is measured as a measured. So we're going to call this as a recorded value is equal to 2.6. And then its true length, so true value is equal to 2.5. Find the absolute error. So absolute error is equal to the modulus, okay, of RV minus TV. So this is how we get to find E or AE, which is absolute error. So this will be like this, minus 2.5. And it will give us a 0.1, which is equal to 0.1. So these bars, maybe you may be wondering that why are we putting these bars? In case the answer is a negative, it will just be a positive. So it changes negative to positive only. So the answer here is a 0.1. Let me just change the answer here. Here I didn't write. It's supposed to be dy dx is equal to 12x power 2 minus 4x. Like that. So the next thing here is question B. PE, percentage error. So percentage error will simply be equal to absolute error over true value times 100. percent. So here it's a 0.1 over the true value, it's a 2.5 times 100. When you multiply this, it's giving us a 10 over 2.5. So because of this decimal, you multiply by a 10, and this will be a 100 over a 25, which will give us a, oops, it's too windy today, which will give us a 4. So percentage error, it's a 4%. So you can write 4% here. So let's go. I want to answer all the questions if possible, but I can't see question 19 and 17 on my question papers. So we'll see what we can do. I can't see. So question 17, the functions f and g are defined by f of x is equal to 3x minus 4 and g of x is equal to x plus 1 over 3. So to find f inverse over x. Just get the f inverse, f function, which is f of x is equal to 3x minus 4. Write y in place of f of x and make x subject of the formula or subject. So this will be like this. The 4 will come this side, it's negative 4. It will now be positive 4. Divide by 3 by 3. This and this will go. We shall remain with x is equal to y plus 4 over a 3. So now, the moment this x is alone like this, we can now write f inverse of x is equal to x plus a 4 over 3. So where there is y here, you write back the x. The moment you introduce this, you write back the x. So now we go to question B. So g of f of x, okay, g of f of x. So this will simply be, you get the g function, which is starting, and then you fuse in the f function where x is here. So it will be like this. Hopefully you've seen what I've done. I've just gotten this part of the function, put it where x is, and this is how it looks. So this will be a 3x minus 3 over a 3. So we can factor out a 3 since it's common. You see, I've factored out 3 and I'll remain with x minus 1 because 3 and the 3 will go. This is what we get. Okay. For the last question, they are saying, which is question C, they're saying g of f of negative 3. So where there is x, you write a negative 3 minus 1 there, and this will give us a minus 4. So for this one, you can see this and this are the same. So where there is x, there is a negative 3, meaning on your final answer here, where there is x, you write a negative 3 and simplify. So we can even write the answers. So this one, f inverse of x is equal to x plus 4 over 3. And then for this other one, g of x, g of f of x is equal to x minus 1. This other one, g of f of negative 3 is equal to negative 4. We now go to the next question. I'm skipping I don't have the question papers right now. I'm skipping the question 18 and 19. Let me jump on question 20. It's unfortunate I did not print these two questions, and I've just realized now. So here, this is a bearing. They want us to find the bearing of A from B. So we'll come at point B here, and then you start moving around like this up until you touch the two letters which are being mentioned, A and B. So now what is this bearing? So what I can do here, I can do this. I can extend this line and then find this angle. Okay, so that is 180. I'm going to say 180 minus 137 degrees. And this, when I do that, what am I getting when I say 180 minus 137? This is giving it's giving me 43 degrees. So I know that this is 43 degrees. Okay, meaning using the property of straight or parallel lines. Okay, this line and this are parallel, or the z property. This angle, the angle which is here, it's equal to the angle which is right here. Alternating angles. This is a 43 degrees. So now to find this angle, I'm going to use property of a circle. I know that a circle is 360 degrees minus 43 degrees. This is going to give me a 317 degrees. So I know that all this is a 317. I guess that's what you are also getting. I guess so. So you can even write your answer as 317 degrees. Okay. We go to the next one. We are finding the bearing of A from C. So this is where you go at point C, and this is the bearing we want to find. Okay. So to find this bearing, we are first going to find this angle. This angle. And in order for us to find this angle, we'll take advantage of this and this so that we get to find the angle inside. So to find the angle inside of this triangle, we shall say 317 degrees minus 250 degrees. So when we say 317 minus 250, this is giving us a 67. So the angle here is a 67. So I will say property of a triangle, 180 degrees minus this and this. So I'm going to subtract 35 and 67 from 180. So this is 180, and then when we add 35 plus 67, this of course is giving us a 102. So I'm getting 102, and when I subtract there, it's giving me a 78 degrees. So now this 78 degrees is for this angle right here. So now to find this angle so that I come and use Z property here, I'm going to say 78 minus 43. And this is giving me 78 minus 43. This is giving me a 35. So the angle here is a 35 degrees, meaning even this side is a 35. So I can say this is 35 degrees. Okay. We go to the next question. So for the next question here, it's under linear programming. Okay. So I can advise you to start with these lines which are cutting one axis. So x-axis has been cut here at 6. So this is x is less than 6. It's a dotted line, and where it's shaded, where it's not shaded, is to the less. So we'll follow where it's not shaded to the less. I come to this one. It's a y. It's cutting at what? At 1. Y is greater or equal to a 1. So this is a full line and it's passing at 1. So you just say y. The greater is what is not shaded. I'll also come to this. This is y is less than x. Y is less than x. Okay. So if you want for this one, you can pick the coordinates here, but it's passing at 0. And then if you see the other set of coordinates, they are equal. So we've got 6, 6, and it's passing at 0, 0. So for this one, you just say y is less than x because it's dotted. For this one, you need the coordinates. So here it's a 0, 3. Here it's a 6, 0. So we've got 0, 3 and 6, 0. So you need to find the gradient. We're going to say m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So m is equal to 0 minus 3 over 6 minus a 0. And this is giving us a negative 3 over 6. This is a 1 over negative 1 over a 2. That's our gradient. So we can say y is equal to mx plus c. And then I can use this. So I'll say my y is a 3. My m is a negative 2 over negative 1 over 2. And my x is a 0. I'm using this set of coordinates. This is giving me a c. 3 is equal to a c. And then we can say y is equal to negative 1 over 2 x plus a 3. So this, we can show that where this line is shaded, it's on top. Okay, where it's actually it's bottom, where it's shaded, it's bottom here. So we can say this is a greater or equal to -1 over 2x plus a 3. So you write your answers. The first one, I can write x is less than 6. The next one, y is greater or equal to 1. The next one, y is less than x. The next one, y is greater or equal to -1 over 2x plus a 3. We go to the next question. So the next question here looks like this. So this is the next question over here. So they're saying the diagram below shows a sketch of the graph of y is equal to x squared plus 3x plus 2 passing through the points A and B. So for the first question, they're saying find the coordinates of A and of B. So just get the given graph. It's y is equal to x power 2 plus 3x plus a 2. So this is what we've been given here. And then just say 0 here is equal to x power 2 plus 3x plus a 2. Okay. So once you do this, you can say 0 is equal to, write x here, solve this quadratic equation. So solving this quadratic equation, you think of two numbers. When you multiply them, they give you -1. They give you 2. And when you add those two numbers, they give you a 3. That is a 2 and a 1. So you can say x is equal to -2 or x is equal to -1. So just get this equal to 0 and then you come and solve for x. Even this equal to 0 is solved. So now when you look at these, which one do you think can give you point A between these two? It's a -2, this one. So I'll say -2, 0 is my point A. So I can write -2, 0. For B, you don't even need to stress yourself for B. Just get what is here, the number which is here. So it will be 0, 2. Okay, so that's 0, 2. We go to the next question. They are saying minimum turning point. That's what we want. For minimum turning point, use the formula y is equal to 4ac minus 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So what is our a? When you look at this quadratic equation or the graph here, this is our a, b, and c. The number at x squared in front, the coefficient, that's our a. So our a is a 1, our b is a 3, our c is a 2. So we can plug in. So don't mind very much. It's too windy today. It's very windy today. So here, 4, our a is a 1, our c is a 2, minus our b is a 3. So 3 squared over 4, a is a 1. We simplify further here. When we simplify further, we're getting 8 minus 9 over 4. So 8 minus 9 is a -1 over 4. This is our answer. So we can say y, which is the minimum, is -1 over 4. We go to question B. So 81 minus 27, x is equal to 0 power x. So just write this as 81 is equal to 27 power x. This guy will come this side, it will be positive. And then we balance the bases. We've got 3 power 4 is equal to 3 power 3x. So the bases are balanced. You can say 3x is equal to 4. You equate the powers. Divide by 3 by 3. The value of x will be equal to 1, remainder 1 over 3. So x is equal to 1, remainder 1 over 3. Just like that. We now go to our last question. So here they are saying acceleration in the first 4 seconds. So acceleration, we're going to say acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity over time. So the final velocity, this is where it's accelerating. The final velocity here, it's a 20. Minus initial velocity, it's a 0 where it started from. Over t, it's a 4. So this is a 20 over 4, and it's giving us what? 5 meters per second squared. So you write your answer. That's 5 meters per second squared. So the total distance covered by this. So distance, that's question B. Distance is equal to 1 over 2a plus b and h there. So this will be 1 over 2. Our a will be the distance from here to here. It's a 15. Plus our b, it will be from here to here. So this is 10 minus 4. It will give us a 6. Our h from here to here, the height going up from here to here, between the distance between two parallel lines. That's a 20. So 2 into 2, 1 into 20, it's a 10. So when we simplify further here, we add in here, we're getting a 21. So 21 inside the brackets and the 10 here. This is multiplication. It's giving us a 210 meters. So 210 meters. Okay. The last part of this question, they are saying average speed in the last 4 seconds. So last 4 seconds, it will be from here. It will be from 11. Okay, because between 10 and 15, we've got 5 seconds. Between 11 and 15, we've got 4 seconds. So let me show you the simplest way on how you can be answering this. This is how you can be answering. You just draw them like this. So you say from between 10 and 15, what's the difference? So that's 15 minus 10, it will give us a 5. And then going up here, the height of the triangle here, it's a 20. Okay, you can just say 20 here. And then between 11 and 15, that is 15 minus 11, it's a 4. And then going up, we don't know this side. Going up, it's up to here, we don't know. So we shall say x. So use the idea of similarity and congruence. So x over this side over 20 is equal to 4 over 5. So you cross multiply, you're getting a 5. X is equal to, when cross multiply here, you're getting a 80. Divide by 5, this and this will go, x will be equal to a 16. 5 into 5, 1 into 80, it's a 16. So the value of x is equal to a 5. Okay. So once we find this value of x, we know that now this triangle has got 16 here. The x is 16. So we can say speed is equal to distance over time. So the time, we know that it's 4. They said last 4 seconds. But for distance, we don't know. So in order for us to find this, we are simply going to say 16. We find area of this triangle. Its area is equal to 1 over 2 BH. So this will simply be equal to 1 over 2 times 4 times 16. So when we multiply 4 times 16 there, it's giving us a 64. So this is 64 over a 2. So when we divide by 2, it's giving us a 32. So distance is a 32, okay, of this. So we shall say 32 divided by a 4. So 32 divided by 4, it's giving us 8 meters per second. So our speed is, average speed is 8 meters per second.